Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in here on CTV Sports. My name's Cale Newman, and this is the Just for the Fun of It Cup here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. Two teams playing this afternoon. We've got Mountain Chevrolet and Tonkawa. Tonkawa making their 2026 debut here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. Happy to have these guys back. And take a look out there at the field. So Mountain Chevrolet going to be in the white jerseys. And they are going to be lining up with Michael Payne at number 1. I see Sugar with the number 3 on his back. And then Enrique Bueno will likely be playing the number 2 position, with Nacho Navijo Estrada bringing up the rear with the number 4. And then over on the other side of things, we've got Tonkawa in the green jerseys. Jeff Hildebrand, Mark Danzy, Nick Roldan, and Jimmy Seward. We'll take a look here, see how these guys are going to be lining up. All right. Jeff at 1, Mark at, looks like 2, Jimmy 3, and then Nick Roldan will be bringing up the rear, playing the number 4 back position. So, looks like we are just about ready to get this one underway. Just waiting on a few players to get back over here to center. And then we will go ahead and start this match off. We're going to play 6 chuckers here, as always. And this is the McClure River Ranch Field number 2. And if you are joining us here for the first time, welcome. We will be playing again on Sunday on the McClure River Ranch Field number 1. And that's going to be the Emma Challenge Cup. So be sure to tune in for that. That's going to be a round-robin format on Sunday. We're going to see Bravos, Los Amigos, and Tonkawa play. But before we get to Sunday, we have to get through this match right here. And, of course, this is the Just for the Fun of It Cup. We played the Just for the Love of It this morning, where Bravos took home the win over Los Amigos. And it looks like we've got all 8 players out there ready to get underway. Umpire Gaston Dorniak wearing the stripes. Going to keep all of these players in line. And looks like we're ready to go. Off and working here. It's going to be Michael Payne out of the bowling. Michael, nicely done here. Quickly out of the bowling there. Heading towards the goal. Michael, he's got Jimmy Seward coming in to apply some pressure here. Michael, can he get back to that one? Oh, man. Unable to find that one. He had the right idea there. Kind of got a little tangled up in the pony's legs. But that's going to be a knock-in here for Tonkawa. Nick, Roldan. Behind the ball, brings this one into play. Nick, looking around, checking his surroundings. He's got targets in motion downfield. Nick unleashes a big one up the field here, gets it over center field. And Jeff Hildebrand trying to get there, but that ball's going to take a funny hop over the sideboards and out of play. So we're going to have a change of possession. Nacho, Navijo Estrada takes this one back in, sends it along the ground here, trying to find one of his teammates here, looking for anybody but Nick Roldan. Nick with a little pump fake there. Gets a turn, facing the right direction now. Gets around Michael. Nick Roldan sends a big one downfield. Picked off here on the near side by Mark Gansey. Has he hit it too far? And it's still a live ball there. Jeff Hildebrand in on the action. Hildebrand unable to get there. It's going to be Ricky Bueno. Picks it up now, working his way down, trying to keep this one under control. Gets ridden out of there. Now Nick Roldan back in on the action here. Roldan sends this one along the back line, but it's going to go over and out of play. So, knock-in coming here for Mountain Chevrolet. Nacho, Navijo Estrada taps it into play, then fires one down. He's got Michael Payne here. Ooh, no, he's able to get it. Michael sends this one across. Right back here to Nacho. Nacho gets it over center field. He's got Sugar Erskine on the move. Sugar and Jimmy Seward come together here. The battle of the number threes. Sugar, not quite the shot he was looking for on that one. It's going to be Jimmy Seward now to send it forward, looking for Mark Gansey. Gansey comes together there against Ricky. Ricky trying to get the better of Mark. That ball's left behind on the sideboards, and it's going to be dug out of there by Seward. Now Roldan gives this one a ride up the field. He's got Hildebrand on the move here. Jeff Hildebrand, oh no, he's able to keep that one under control. Nicely done here. Working both sides of the pony. Jeff Hildebrand gets this one all the way down. But it's going to go just wide. But it was a good run regardless. He was having a little trouble with that bouncing ball, but he was able to recover out of the air. Nicely done there by Jeff Hildebrand, just off angle at the end. So score remains 0-0 here. Scoreless so far. But we've been up and down the field several times already. This is going to be an exciting match all the way to the end, I can tell. Courtesy change happening here, about halfway through the trucker. We allow a designated time to change ponies. We see some of the players hopping on fresh mounts. Get a nice shot here of Nick Roldan making his way back out onto the field. And then we're going to continue things with this knock-in down here. The courtesy change. We try to keep them short and sweet as to not lose any momentum in the match. You can think of it as a pit stop in whatever racing you prefer. It is not a time to talk strategy, not a time to talk to the coaches or your teammates, not a time for to take a breather or get some water. It is simply a time to swap your ponies and get back out on the field. And here we go. Nacho with the knock-in. Nacho Navijo Estrada sends this one up the field. No one home to pick it up, though. It's going to be Roldan. Picks it up, steals it back on the near side now. Trying to get around that defender, Nick Roldan. Reaches back, gets back under control. Nick Roldan. Ooh, that one's going to be left on the doorstep. Take it out of there now by Nacho. Navijo Estrada takes a shot, and once again, that one's going to go over the sideboards, out of play. So we're going to have a change of possession now. All right. So change of possession here. Nick Roldan will do the honors for Tonkawa. Roldan taps it once, then fires one down. He's got Gansey on the move. Mark Gansey gets a hold of it, but not quite the right angle. Man, there's snake pit around these goals. Score remains. And here we go. Once again, another knock-in coming here with Nacho Navijo Estrada. Nacho fires this one up here. Can he get it over center field? Michael Payne coming through, trying to keep this one alive. And Nick Roldan going to grab a hold of it just before it crossed the center line. Nick. Roldan takes a shot here, drops it right in the middle of that pack of players. Coming out of there with it will be Nacho Navijo Estrada. Estrada with a little back shot here, trying to find. Ooh, look at that. He's going to find Sugar. Erskine can't quite keep it moving. First one to get turned. Ooh. I thought Michael might have had that one, but here comes Jimmy Seward. Jimmy Seward still has possession here. Maintains it, keeping this one alive. Jimmy Seward winds up, takes a shot along the ground. It's got the distance, not the angle. It's going to go wide once again. So another knock-in coming here for the team in the white jerseys, Mountain Chevrolet. Nacho brings this one back into play. Keeping an eye downfield, seeing where he wants to hit to. He's got players in good positions. Here comes Bueno. Ricky unable to make contact with that ball. It's going to be left behind. And picked off now by Roldan. Nick. Roldan takes the shot, sends it downfield, looking for one of his teammates here. Over into the corner they go. Gansey trying to get there, but it's going to be Nacho Navijo Estrada. Estrada now gets a turn back, facing the right direction, sends this one up the field here. He's got Michael Payne in motion. Michael, that one's going to go just out of reach here. Nick Roldan coming in. Sugar wanted that line, wanted that ball. And that's going to just about do it, folks, for Chucker number 1. That's going to mark the end of it. Scoreless. First Chucker here. Not something you see every day, but it's been a defensive battle here, back and forth. So give us a couple minutes. We're going to get these players back out here on fresh ponies for Chucker number 2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. This is the Just for the Love of It, Just for the Fun of It Cup. We had the love of it this morning, and now it's all about the fun. We've got Tonkawa in the green jerseys, taking on Mountain Chevrolet. If you're just joining us here, Tonkawa, we've got Jeff Hildebrand, Mark Gansey, Jimmy Seward, and Nick Roldan, taking on the team in the white jerseys, Mountain Chevrolet, Michael Payne, Enrique Bueno, Sugar Erskine, and Nacho Navijo Estrada. Getting all the players back out here, ready to get underway with Chucker number 2. And we'll get the rest of our players here. All right, so we did end with a foul. It's going to be a penalty number 6 or penalty number 4 here from the 60-yard line to start us off, and that one's going to go wide. So still scoreless as Nick Roldan brings the ball back into play. Keeping this one going. It's going to be Jeff Hildebrand coming in here, picking up the ball, working his way down, uses the sideboards there. Lets that ball come off, sets himself up for a pass. Jeff Hildebrand trying to keep this one under control. Sugar in on the action now. Sugar Erskine. Sugar goes for the little back shot there, unable to make contact with it. It's going to be left behind. Now Nick Roldan in on the action. Roldan takes a shot. And it's going to go wide. So another knock-in coming here for Mountain Chevrolet. Keeping this one going, it's Nacho. Nacho. Now he unleashes a pass downfield looking for Michael Payne. Payne slows down, tries to let that ball catch up to him. Nick coming through now. Mark. Now Michael Payne does get contact with this ball, trying to keep it under control. Unable to, though. He's going to lose the handle on it, and Nick Roldan with the steal for Tonkawa. Gets it back under control here. Gansey keeping this one going. Gansey fighting with the bouncing ball there. Smart move there by Gansey. Waited a second here. He took a breath, let that ball catch up to him. Was able to make contact once again. Here comes Sugar now. Taking it into the corner. Erskine. Now, nice little pass here to Nacho. Nacho Navijo Estrada now gives this one a ride. Downfield, he's got Ricky Bueno on the move. Ricky jumping in on the action here. Picks up the ball, working his way downfield. Ricky Bueno keeping this one alive. Sends it up here for Michael Payne. Ooh, little bad luck with the bouncing ball. And it's going to be Roldan to drag it forward and slap a huge back shot over here, looking for Jimmy Seward. But look at that. Michael Payne coming in out of nowhere. Gets a hold of it. Sends a little back shot here. Man, he got that one close to the goal. But it's going to be at Roldan to come away with this for Tonkawa. Nick passes up here to Mark Gansey. Gansey now keeping this one going. Battle of the number 2s. Ricky Bueno coming in on the action. Trying to get a hold of this ball. Ricky, bad luck there. Goes for the back shot. Missed cues on it. Leaves that one behind. Mark Gansey back in control for Tonkawa. Mark Gansey. Gonna get it done. Nicely done here by Mark. We'll get another look at this one here. You see Mark trying to get around Ricky, and he's going to sneak that ball right inside the left post, and that's going to get Tonkawa on the board first here. And we're going to go ahead and send. Looks like we're going to use this time for a courtesy change. Not everyone taking advantage of the courtesy changes. It is not a requirement, but it is something that we allow. So it's a designated time to hop on a fresh pony. So we do see some of our players electing to stay on their current mounts. And as soon as we get everyone back out, we're going to get this one back underway. And, of course, we're at center field, and we're going to have a Bolin honor-mounted official switching directions of play, as we do after every goal is scored, so that neither team has a wind, sun, or field advantage. Excuse me. And we're going to get this one going. Looking out here at the pack of players. Here comes Gansey. Now we got all 8 players out there ready to get this one back underway. Here we go. Michael Payne out of the Bolin here. Nicely done. Michael gets a hold of this ball. Looking around. He's got to get around Roldan. Ooh, kicked by the pony there. But he's got Ricky Bueno coming in to help him out. Ricky unable to make contact with that one. Nacho tried, but it's going to be Nick Roldan. Nick. Roldan fires one downfield. He's got his number 1, Jeff Hildebrand, out in front here on the move. The battle of the ones. Michael Payne got a little touch on that one. Not quite enough, though. Roldan coming through. Nick Roldan takes the shot, but it's going to go wide. And here we go. Keeping this one moving. We've got a bunch of players chasing down this ball. It's going to be Ricky Bueno. Sends this one up. Trying to follow up his own shot here, but he's ridden off of that play by Jimmy Seward. Seward, his pass over here. Couple players coming across. Nick Roldan gathers the ball, but the whistle has sounded. Stopping the action here. Let's see what our umpire decides. We'll take a look at this one. A little get a little Western out there. So right away infraction, and we're gonna have a penalty here. And let's see. What we've got here. Penalty number 5. Nacho. Navijo Estrada. Going to send that one wide, and it's going to go back into play here by Nick Roldan. Roldan keeping this one going. Fires a big bomb down the field here. He's got Jimmy Seward trying to get in position, but here comes Sugar Erskine. Erskine with a little back shot. Nicely done here by Sugar. Going to set up a play for Nacho. Nacho, Navijo Estrada. He's got Ricky Bueno up ahead here, trying to get into position. And Nacho sends a little pass here. No one home to receive. It's going to be stolen now by Nick Roldan. Nick doing a fantastic job here. Gets this one back under control. And coming across is going to be Nacho, Navijo Estrada. Nacho. Over to the sideboards. Gets this one off of the boards. Now fires one down towards the goal mouth. Where's this one going to end up? Who's going to get there? Michael trying to get a hold of that one. Left this one on the field, though. It's going to be picked off now by Roldan. Nick Roldan takes a big shot downfield. Trying to get this one into a better position down here. Let's see who's going to get there. It's going to be Ricky Bueno. Ricky gets a hold of this ball. Nicely done here by Ricky. Sends this one over center field, following up his own shot here. Goes to the near side. Now back to the offside, keeping this one alive. Ricky Bueno doing a nice job, but Jimmy Seward, ooh, bad luck on that one. Jimmy Seward swings. Can't quite make contact. Here comes Michael Payne. Michael Payne. Look at that. Michael Payne. Gonna get this. Let's take another look at this. He is running at speed. Takes a nice little flip shot and skirts it right in. Nicely done here. That's going to do it, folks, for Chucker number 2. We're going to send the players off, get them on some fresh ponies, and we'll be back in it with more action here in Just for the Fun of It Cup We're all tied up, 1 goal apiece. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to this Just for the Fun of It Cup. We have the 2 teams out here ready to get back underway. And, okay, there we go. We're going to get them all lined up now. All right, here we go. Ball's in play. We're off and working. It's going to be Mark Gansey to take this one out of the bowl end. Mark doing a nice job here, working his way all the way down the field. Mark Gansey, nicely done here. A little, not quite enough on that one, but Nick Roldan is going to come through and help him out. And Jimmy Seward trying to get that one all the way through. Nicely done here. We'll take another look at this one. Mark got it the distance, and it's going to be Roldan to finish that one off here. Nicely done by the boys in the green. And we're going to head back over. Or sorry, that was Jimmy Seward, rather. My apologies. We're going to get him back here to center field. All right, and away we go. Ball back on the ground. Coming out of there with it is going to be Jimmy Seward on a breakaway here. He's got Nacho Navijo Estrada riding him down. Jimmy Seward. Ooh, off the post. Taken out of there now by Nacho Navijo Estrada. His ball going to be picked off here by Jeff Hildebrand. Wearing the number 1 for Tonkawa. Got a touch on it, just enough. And now it's going to be Nick Roldan. Roldan coming through around the outside. Nick Roldan working his way dangerously across that down that back line, and Nick Roldan's going to get it. Nicely done here. We'll take another look here on the replay. We see Nick Roldan coming dangerously close to that end line and goes for the nice little belly shot and gets it done. Nicely done here by Nick Roldan, and that's going to put Tonkawa up by 2. 3-1 now the score as we head back to center field. Back in action here, Nacho Navijo Estrada. Nacho. Keeping a close watch now, looking downfield, unleashes a big pass. He's got Michael Payne on the move, trying to get there. Nick Roldan disrupts that play, but here comes Michael. Michael Payne, nicely done here. What a goal by Michael Payne. Take another look at this one. We see Nick Roldan goes for the back shot there. Michael, perfectly placed, and going to send it right on through. Nice there by Michael Payne, getting his Mountain Chevrolet team within one as we head back to center field. Coming out of the bowl, and it's going to be Jimmy Seward. Seward now gets a hold of this one, sends it up the field, trying to keep this one going. Jimmy Seward, not quite enough angle on that one. It's going to go over the back line wide. So coming up here was going to be a knock-in by Nacho Navijo Estrada for Mountain Chevrolet. But looks like... yes, we're going to go ahead and send the players for a courtesy change here if they would like. Now is the time to do so. We did see one or two of those players run off to the corner. And we've got a little team huddle out there for the Mountain Chevrolet squad. Here we go. And umpire calls play. And off-hand work at Nacho. Navijo Estrada sends this one back into play. Nacho checking around. He's got players in motion. Unleashes the pass downfield. Looking for one of his teammates. Not looking for Jimmy Seward, though. But here comes Sugar. Erskine now. Erskine takes a shot. Sends it down. It might have enough. And no, it's going to come to a stop just before the end line. And it's going to be Seward now. Jimmy Seward sends this one over here for his number one. That's Jeff Hildebrand. Jeff Hildebrand gets a hold of this one now. Keeping this one moving. Jeff Hildebrand can't make contact with that ball. It's going to be left behind. And here comes Sugar. Erskine allows Nick time to get by. Takes a shot up here looking to find one of his teammates, but it's going to be stolen now by Jimmy Seward. Seward keeping this one going. Jimmy, miscues on that one. Here comes Nacho Navijo now, once again in control for Mountain Chevrolet. Keeping this one going here. Takes a shot. Looking to get a hold of Sugar Erskine. He's going to find him. Shugs gets a hold of the ball. Now coming in, Michael Payne got a little bit on that one. Sends it back here, trying to find Sugar. Sugar going to get there, going to get a hold of the ball. Not quite enough on it. It's going to be stolen now by Roldan. Nick Roldan doing a nice job here, playing that number 4 back position very, very well. Yeah, Nacho comes together with Seward, and it's going to be Seward to send this one up here, looking for Mark Gansey. Gansey having a little trouble with the bouncing ball, trying to let this one catch up to him. Unable to get back to it. It's going to be Ricky Bueno coming around, taking it out for Tonkawa. Stolen back, though, by Gansey. Mark. And look at that, Nacho coming in out of nowhere with the steal. Nice play there by Nacho Navijo Estrada. Sends this one downfield. Who's going to get there? It's going to be Sugar. Erskine checks over his shoulder. Sees Nick Roldan coming down the line. Sugar, Erskine. Oh, man. So close on that one. Just outside that left-hand post. Bad luck there. We're going to have a knock-in here by Tonkawa. Nick Roldan behind the ball. Nick takes this one in. Look at that. Michael Payne got the back shot off, but it's going to go wide out of play. Nick behind the ball for the knock-in here. All right, that's going to do it, though, for Chucker number 3. That 30-second warning horn has gone before that ball was able to be brought back into play. So we're going to send the players off, and we'll be back in just a couple of moments here for our 4th Chucker in this Just for the Fun of It Cup. Welcome back, folks. Live here at the McClure River Ranch Field number 2. This is the Just for the Fun of It here. We've got our 2 teams making their way back out. We're going to start things off with a knock-in down here in favor of Tonkawa. You're just joining us here. Welcome to the broadcast here on CTV Sports. We've got Tonkawa in the green jerseys. Jeff Hildebrand, Mark Gansey, Jimmy Seward, and Nick Roldan. And then we got Mountain Chevrolet in the white. And that team lines up with Michael Payne, Ricky Bueno, Sugar Erskine, and Nacho Navijo Estrada. And, of course, the man in the stripes, Mr. Gaston Dorniak. And away we go. Ball sent into play. Coming up here. This is going to be Sugar Erskine to grab a hold of it. Shugs takes the little back shot here. Little tail shot trying to find Nacho Navijo Estrada. Unable to get there, though. Now he does. Jimmy Seward got a touch on that one, but here comes Nacho with the steal. Nacho Navijo Estrada now. Keeping this one Facing the right direction now, along the ground, up in front, trying to find one of his teammates here. Jimmy Seward, though, coming in on the action. Seward and Michael come together there. Let's take a look here. We have Jimmy Seward coming through and Michael Payne taking the shot, but it's going to be, the whistle did sound, so it's going to be penalty number 5 for Tonkawa. Here comes Hildebrand picking up the pass. Jeff Hildebrand. Nice approach shot here by Jeff. Trying to keep this one alive. Jimmy Seward checks over his shoulder. Trying to get back to this one. And here comes Nick Roldan to help him out. Nick runs around. Look at that. Sugar tried to poke that one out of the air. Wow. That one's going to go wide. Sugar coming across and tried to stab it out of the air. Unable to do so. And here we have a... Oh, no, you know what? Okay. All right. He did poke that one out of the air, but it eventually went wide. So we're going to have a penalty number 6 now, a safety. We bring that ball 60 yards from the spot it crossed over the back line. And here we have Mark Gansey for this defended shot at goal. Mark. Gansey takes the shot, goes along the ground here. Sugar stabs that one, this time on the ground, saves it from going over, and here he has a shot along the ground looking for one of his teammates, trying to find anyone, really. Everybody overrides. Here comes Ricky Bueno now. Ricky avoids the hook there from Seward. Nicely done here by Ricky. Sets up a pass for Nacho Navijo Estrada. Estrada sends this one, trying to get it to the goal, but it's going to be backed out of there by Seward. Jimmy, his pass over here into the corner now for Nick Roldan. Roldan gets a turn, facing the right direction now. Nick fires a big pass up the field. He's got players in motion. No one able to get there. Sugar Erskine beat everyone to that ball, but look at this. Seward. Okay. Everybody stops here. Looks like we had a whistle. Let's see what our umpire decides here. It may have happened away from the play. Let's see what we got. It's going to be a penalty number 5, looks like. Okay. All right. Nacho sends this one in all the way down, trying to find one of his teammates, not able to do so. It's going to be Nick Roldan. Roldan. Coming all the way down here. It's going to go wide over the back line. We're going to have a knock-in. And Nacho sends this one back in, over here to the sideboards. Picked off, though, by Nick Roldan. Coming around, Nick, back in control. Nick, looking downfield, sees a clear path to the goal. Nick takes the shot along the ground. Nacho disrupts that one. And coming back to the ball, it's going to be Sugar. Erskine. Shugs with... Okay, so this is going to be the courtesy change now. I was wondering what they were doing. Clock has stopped. 3:16. We're going to allow the players to hop on some fresh ponies. And that is how you do it. You see that fly and change there by Nick Roldan. That is what I'm talking about when I say keep it short and sweet for the courtesy change. That's how you do it. making its way back out onto the field. And we'll get this match continued. 3-2, 3:16 on the clock. Tonkawa maintains a 1-goal lead here. Okay. Let's see. Little Mountain Chevrolet powwow down here. Talking some strategy while everybody else gets into position. All right. Looks like the umpire calls play. And here we go. Nacho Navijo Estrada. One time sends this one downfield. He's got Sugar Erskine getting into position here. Coming around here. Nick. Roldan. Keeping this one going here for Tonkawa. Mark Gansey coming around here, digging this one off the sideboards. He's got to get around Michael Payne. Gansey. Now he's got Nacho to deal with. Gansey maintains possession here. Gansey gets this one all the way down. Wow. Look at this on the replay with the drone footage. Mark Gansey surrounded here, keeping this one under control. And nice little flip shot. Mark Gansey does a fantastic job there, gets the goal, and gets Mountain Chevrolet doubled up on the scoreboard. Tonkawa now with 4 over Mountain Chevy's 2. And coming up here with the Bolin, last player here to the pack, and it's going to be Sugar with a flip shot over here to Nacho Navijo. Nacho over on the sideboards here. He's got Jimmy Seward keeping a close watch. Keeping this one going. Nacho sends this one up here. Looking for Michael Payne. Payne coming through there, trying to keep this one under control. Loses the handle on it. And it's now sent further back. That was Jimmy Seward over here to Nick Roldan. Nick, his pass up the field here, looking for Gansey. Mark. Gansey keeping this one going here. Mark Gansey, he's hot. He just scored on the other end, looking to get back-to-back goals here. Look at that. Mark Gansey almost got it done. Just wide to the right-hand side, though. Bad luck. It was a great run, though. Mark playing some fantastic polo here this summer. And here we go. Ball's back in play just about center field where Nick Roldan's going to get the steal. Nick pauses for a beat, looks up, checks his surroundings, clocking where his teammates are on the field. He's going to try and get this one to Jeff Hildebrand. Hildebrand trying to get this one all the way through, but coming out of there with the steal is going to be Nacho Navijo Estrada. Keeping this one going here. Sends it over here along the sideboards where he has Ricky Bueno coming in. Ricky unable to make contact with that ball. And here it's going to be Mark Gansey. Little flip shot. Keeping this one going here. Nacho Navijo working here. Nacho Navijo Estrada unable to get back to that one. Nick Roldan with a little back shot there. Sends it back. Sugar tries to intercept. Mark Gansey now. And that should just about do it here in this fourth chukker. All the way down to the double horn. So we're going to go ahead and send the players off. Let them hop on some fresh ponies. And we'll be right back in it with more action here in the Just for the Fun of It Cup in a few moments. Welcome back, folks. We've got the teams making their way back out here onto the pitch for our fifth chukker of play. We're going to start things off with a bowl in from the center to the boards as we played all the way down to the double horn to end chukker number 4. A relatively low-scoring game. You have 4-2 on the scoreboard here. Tonkawa on top. It's a relatively low-scoring game in comparison to the game that we had this morning. The Just for the Love of It Cup. That match had quite a few goals on it. I think I want to say we ended up having, it was 10-9 at the end, I want to say. But no, this game has been relatively low scoring. Very defensive match so far. A lot of these, a lot of steals, a lot of change of possessions, and we went the entire first chukker scoreless. But you know, the score does not reflect that much of the game because this has been a fantastic polo game so far. And we're just waiting on the final players to get out there, and we'll get this one back underway. And here we go. Ball's on the ground. Off and working. Coming out of there with it is going to be, no surprise there, Roldan. Up in front here, looking for Mark Gansey. Gansey keeping this one moving here, working his way down, trying to get this back to this one before it crosses the end line. Mark Gansey, he's able to get this one back under control, working his way back over here. Ooh, bad luck there, not where he wanted to place that one. Gansey gets it back under control momentarily. Now Nick Roldan coming in on the action. Roldan runs around there. Oh, Ricky tries to get there. Nick Roldan, he's going to skirt this one right on in. Man, we'll see here. Nick Roldan, just a sea of players he had to get around there. And Nick Roldan just drags that one right in, making sure it crosses the goal line there. So Nick Roldan going to get credit for that one. Nicely done here. Tonkawa up by 3 now. 5-2 as we head back to center field. Back in action here. Center field. Let's see. It's going to be Michael Payne. Payne now. Keeping this one going. Trying to maintain possession there, but Nick Roldan going to get the steal. Let's see where he's going to go with this one. Deep neck shot here. Man, Nick is famous for those neck shots here. He sends a perfectly placed pass right there for Jeff Hildebrand with a beautiful pickup. Nicely done here. Another great approach shot. Jeff Hildebrand. Unfortunately, that one's going to go a little wide. We're going to have a knock-in. And here we go. Nacho. Novicio Estrada brings it in. And away we go. Up in front here, Ricky Bueno. No, that was, that was Ricky Bueno. Unable to make contact with it. Nick Roldan coming back in with the steal. Sends it downfield. He's got Jeff Hildebrand. Jeff on the move here on the gray pony. Jeff, ooh, bad luck there. Sends it across. Not where he wanted to place that one. Here comes Sugar Erskine now. And it's Sugar. Digs it off the sideboard. Sends it up in front here for Ricky Bueno. Ricky. Nicely done here. That one's going to carry on through. Look at this on the replay. Ricky saying, my line, and he's going to continue or send that one through, finish it off. Nicely done there by Ricky. And That's going to go ahead and lead us into our courtesy change here. Clock is stopped. Let these players hop on some fresh ponies. As with that goal there by Ricky Bueno, getting his team back within 2 now. So and we have the players making quick work of the courtesy change. And here we go. Let's see. Okay, back to center field. Just waiting on our final player to get there. Looks like here he is. Okay. So we have all 8 players out here on the field, ready to get this one back underway here with our mounted official, Gaston Dorniak. And away we go. Ball's on the ground. Off and working here. Sugar has possession, winds up, takes a shot down the field here. Stopped, though, along its travels there. Ricky Bueno, now Jimmy Seward. Seward, his pass up the field here. He's got Mark Gansey on the move. Mark checking over his shoulder, checking it where that defender is. Mark Gansey. And that's going to go on through. Nicely done here by Mark Gansey. Let's take another look at this one. Sugar chasing him down hard here. Mark Gansey sends this one in. Sugar tried to get there. And Sugar also trying to hit the brakes down there. And here we go, back to center field. And once again, Tonkawa has Mountain Chevy doubled up on the scoreboard. Coming out of there. Let's see. We've got Sugar trying to keep this one under control. Unable to maintain possession, though. Coming out is going to be. All right. Picking it up now. Gansey. Gansey trying to keep this one under control. Gets around Ricky. And Mark sends it along the ground. But it's going to go wide. Wide to the left this time. So knock in coming. Here we go. Back in action. Michael Payne with possession for the time being. Miscues on that one. Leaves it behind. Here comes Jimmy Seward now. Seward fires downfield. Jimmy, his pass up there for Roldan. Roldan, not something you see every day. And Roldan unable to pick up that pass. And Nacho going to save that one from going over the back line. Sends it over here to the far sideboards. And it's going to be Gansey picking this one up. Mark Gansey. His pass over here stolen now by Nacho. Nacho leaves that one behind here for Ricky Bueno. Bueno over center field now. Keeping this one going down along the sideboards. And that one's going to take a funny hop over the sideboard. So we're going to have a change of possession here. And away we go. Nick Roldan sends this one up. Picked off now by Nacho. For Mountain Chevrolet. Nacho. Navijo Estrada. Sends this one up. Here looking for Sugar. Sugar Erskine gets there. Oh, man. Sugar, he got there, got a hold of the ball, but not the angle he was looking for on that one. It's going to go wide over the back line, and that's going to do it, folks, for Chukker number 5. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We've got one more Chukker left to play here in regulation, and we're going to get to that as soon as we get the players back out on the field on fresh mounts. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live here on the McClure River Ranch Field number 2, Aspen Valley Polo Club, Just for the Fun of It Cup. We've got Tonkawa in the lead here by 3 goals, 6-3 on the scoreboard. Tonkawa on top over Mountain Chevrolet. And this is our 6th and final Chukker here in regulation. If you're in the Aspen area, come out and join us on Sunday over on the McClure River Ranch Field number 1, just right behind the field we're currently playing on. If you are not in the area, continue to tune in here on CTV Sports. We broadcast all of our tournament polo right here. Looks like we've got the players making their way back out here to start our 6th and final Chukker. And we're going to start things off with a knock-in, as we had a wide shot on goal to end our 5th. Coming up here, let's see. We've got all right, we've got all 8 of our players there. Umpire calls play. And away we go. Here comes Mark Gansey coming down the line here. Mark Gansey. Gansey keeping this one going here. Looking at the goal. Nicely done there, Mark Gansey. And man, we had the perfect angle on that one here from the high cam. Nicely done here by Mark. Let's see it again here on the drone. Dead center between the uprights. Beautiful goal there by Mark Gansey. As we head back over to center field and line up on our mounted official one more time. Coming up here out of the bowl, and it's going to be Sugar Erskine. Erskine. Keeping this one going down here. That ball left behind. Here comes Roldan. Oh, no, it looks like... Okay, whistle did sound there. My apologies. The whistle sounds, clock stops. We'll take another look at this one from the drone. Coming in. Yeah. Okay. That's what happened. Right away infraction. Here's the call on the field. It's going to be Nacho Navijo Estrada. Here behind the ball for this penalty number 5A from the spot of the infraction. And here comes Nacho. Nacho takes a shot along the ground, trying to thread the needle here. Almost gets it done. Oh, my goodness. Nacho Navijo Estrada, that ball carries all the way down over the back line, but it was stopped along its way, or touched along its way by a defending player. So, penalty number 6 here, a safety. And here comes Nacho Navijo Estrada behind the ball here on the penalty number 6. Nacho. Ooh. Look at that. That was going, almost gone, but stopped. Wow. It's going to be another safety here. I believe that was Jimmy Seward that got that one. He had that. He poked it right out of the air. And here comes Nacho with the mulligan here on this. And it's going to be stopped there by Roldan. Nick, his pass up in front here looking for Gansey. Mark Gansey got a little underneath that ball, not where he wanted to place it. Here comes Roldan helping him out, but it's going to be Sugar. Ooh, bad luck there for Sugar. Erskine unable to make contact with it. Nick digs this one off the sideboards on the near side. Pops it up in the air, trying to get back to it, unable to. It's going to be Nacho Navijo Estrada now. Estrada keeping this one going here for Mountain Chevrolet. Coming down the line, it's going to be Jimmy Seward. Seward, a little back shot. His ball picked off now by coming down now. Sugar back in control. Sugar gets it done. 7-4 now the score. As we take another look at this one, Sugar gives Nick the slip, gets this one up, and Sugar gets another point here added to his column. Coming back to center field. Quick bowl in here. That ball on the ground. Nacho sends this one up looking for Ricky Bueno. Bueno unable to get established on that line. It's backed out of there by Jimmy Seward. Coming down the line, though, is going to be Nacho Navijo. Nacho takes a shot off to the left-hand side. And knock in coming here as the clock continues to tick down. Looks like we're going to go ahead and have a courtesy change, though. So we're going to send the players. And some nice drone footage of the surrounding areas here. This is McClure River Ranch. This is Paul and Alejandra Foster's barn. Beautiful barn here. And then, of course, Melly's barn over there in the corner. Some beautiful properties. I always say that Aspen Valley Polo Club has my favorite backdrops of all the polo fields that I've been to. It's definitely a special, special place. We've got, looks like everyone back out on the field. And we're going to get things back underway with this knock-in. Here comes Nick Roldan behind the ball. Roldan takes his time, taps it in, taps once, looks upfield, gives this one a big ride down the field, looking for Gansey, unable to find him. It's going to be Sugar Erskine now. Erskine gets a hold of this one, sends it back over here for Nacho Navijo Estrada. Estrada, he's got Michael Payne getting into position here. Ricky Bueno also getting into position. Ricky to Michael. Oh, Michael unable to make contact with that one. And it's going to be Roldan once again here. Picking it up, sending it down. Up in front, looking for Jeff Hildebrand. Hildebrand can't quite get there. Sugar Erskine gets a hold of the ball. And coming up here, Sugar tries to get back to it. Now Gansey, no, it's going to be Nick. Here is Jeff Hildebrand now in control. Coming up, Hildebrand keeping this one going. Jeff, his pass up here looking for Nick Roldan. Roldan takes it across, now coming in. Ooh, bad luck there. He's winding up for that deep neck shot, and it's going to be picked off now once again by Sugar Erskine. Erskine. Not where he wanted to place that one, but he's able to recover and get it back under control. Okay. The whistle has sounded. So we got a whistle here on the play. Let's see what we are going to do here. Okay, so I just got word here. It is no foul. This is just a player timeout. Tack time, if you will. So as soon as we get everyone back out, we'll get it back under control. Just about 2 minutes remaining here in our sixth and final chukker. And I mentioned it before, but be sure to join us on Sunday for the Emma Challenge final. Some great polo to be played over here on the McClure River Ranch Field 1 at 11:30 local time. The Emma Challenge Cup final. It's going to be a round-robin format final match for you. Bravos, Los Amigos, and Tonkawa going to battle it out on Sunday. So if you are in the area, be sure to come out and join us. If you're not in the area, you can always watch right here on CTV Sports, where we broadcast all of our tournament polo here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, and of course our sister club down in Wellington, Florida, Grand Champions Polo Club. Looks like it might be an injury timeout here. So, yeah, Nick Roldan getting checked out here. So, bear with us, folks. He is one of the toughest guys that I know. So I think he's gonna be just fine. Getting some of that cold spray, getting a wrap on his arm there, and he's gonna go ahead and get back out there and finish up the match. Nick Roldan. Yeah. See some of our other players. So those guys played this morning. That was Camacho Pires and Santi Tocolino over there chatting with Nick while he's getting bandaged up. We saw them this morning, and we're going to see those guys again on Sunday. The Bravos team on Sunday is going to be Riley Ganzi, Alejandro Foster, Alejandro Navijo Estrada, and Santi Tocolino. And they're taking on Los Amigos, which is Paul Foster, Jason Crowder, Michael Payne, and Nick Roldan. And then Tonkawa, Jeff Hildebrand, Mark Ganzi, Camacho Pires, and Nacho Navijo Estrada. One of my favorite things about the Aspen Valley Polo Club, and I know I say it quite a bit, but the way we switch around the teams, week to week, tournament to tournament, it allows all of the pros and sponsors an opportunity to play with and against different combinations of pros and sponsors, and it's a very unique experience. And I know that the sponsors really enjoy it. It's you get to play a lot of different styles of polo all in one place. So Nick Roldan back in the saddle. Very happy to see that. I told you he was tough. So I don't believe that there was a foul on this. I think it was, from my understanding, it was one of those breaks of the game. But we'll see what we do now that we're heading back out and see how they line this up. All right. We've got everyone back out on the field. We're going to get this final 2 minutes underway here in this Just for the Fun of It Cup. So it's going to be Mountain Chevrolet possession, it looks like. Sugar helping get that one teed up for Nacho Navijo Estrada, and away we go. Nacho fires one along the ground, trying to thread the needle, unable to do so. It's going to be Roldan coming out of there with the ball. Unfazed by his injury here, Nick Roldan gets a hold of that ball and gives it a ride up the field. He's got Mark Ganzi on the move. Ganzi. Keeping this one going here, Mark Ganzi. Ganzi. Mark Ganzi gets it done. Clips the goalpost on his way by. Let's see here. Mark Ganzi, nice little flip. Nicely done there by Mark Ganzi. That is how you do it, folks. Getting them doubled up on the scoreboard once again here. 8-4 now. Tonkawa on top. And here comes Mark. Trying to keep this one under control. Now Sugar. Now the umpire's whistle. Stopping the action here. Get another look at this one. Coming down. Sugared, yep. Right away. Violation, and here we go. Coming in, Michael Payne trying to get this one back under control for Mountain Chevrolet. It's going to be Sugar, though, to get a hold of it. Shugs gets a turn back, facing the right direction now. Sugar Erskine up here to Ricky Bueno. Bueno keeping this one moving. Ricky Trying to get back to this one. Ricky and Mark come together. Sugar tries. Now coming down the line, who's going to get a hold of the ball? It's sent up the field a little bit here, trying to find it. Where is this one going to go? It's going to be Nick Roldan. Dangerously close to that goal mouth. We're under 30 seconds here in this final chukker of play. Jeff Hildebrand gets established on the line here, gets a hold of the ball momentarily, leaves it right about the center line. Coming down is going to be Jimmy Seward and Nacho. Nacho Navijo takes a shot. But that's going to do it, folks, for chukker number 6. Our final chukker of the day here. 8-4 the score. Congratulations, Tonkawa, on their summer debut match. We're going to see more of Tonkawa on Sunday. We're going to see more of all of these players on Sunday. So be sure to come out and join us, or join us right here on CTV Sports. My name's Cale Newman. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports and the Aspen Valley Polo Club, and I say thank you for tuning in, and we will see you guys on the next broadcast.